What's up, guys? It's Rantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and no snap. Is it gonna be an awesome freaking day? So guys, welcome back and happy Saturday. So before we get into the home showcase today, guys, wanted to let you know that we are starting today and tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time a Let's Play formatted quest mod showcase of the Carved Brink. Now you guys can check that out in at 2 p.m. today. It'll be 2 hours after this video is posted, so if you're watching it as it came out, 2 hours from now, you get to see another Skyrim video. Same thing tomorrow. And then the same thing every weekend until we finish the Carved Brink. Now, the Carved Brink is a new quest mod. You can hear more about it as the Let's Play goes on. But for those of you wanting to see everything that goes on inside of there, this is the guy that I'm using for it. But figured I'd use it for the mod showcase as well, just to kind of key you guys in. But without further ado, let's get into the DOVA Halls. Now, the DOVA Halls is yet another home mod that was included within the People of Skyrim mod, kind of similar to the ones that we did in the past. Now, the other ones that we took a look at were, I believe it was Zanika Tower and what was the other one? Ambrosia Hall. Now, both of those homes were they were interesting. The Zanika Tower was pretty crazy. It was a gigantic skyscraper tower. And then Ambrosia Hall was indeed that vampire kind of dungeon place. Let's see, let's go and kill this thing before he... Are you going to say hello to me there, big man? I know these things come back to life. There he is. Okay, perfect. Nope. There we go. Okay, perfect. But anyways, it's a part of that same mod, the People of Skyrim. Now this one, the DOVA Halls, is located right here. There's actually a custom marker for it, and it's right next to Pure Water Run, Douche that thing, and then Reachwind Eyrie and Reachwater Rock, with the closest hold obviously being Markarth. So it is over here in the Reach. Pretty cool to see. And there's a whole bunch of stuff here for collectors. Now, this can be seen as a collector's home. In fact, that's exactly what it says in the mod description. But it's just kind of a neat little structure that's built into the side of this mountain. I think the mod author does a really good job of making the buildings look like they've already been here, because this literally looks like something that was already in Skyrim in the vanilla assets. Now, the front door is indeed right there, and there should be a key right there. Yeah, but I want to go and come up here just to make sure that you guys can see everything that's up here. There's nothing really up here besides, looks like a little chest with one piece of gold in it, and a little Dwemer spider right there. Nothing too crazy. There's really not a whole lot going on up here. There's a couple Dwarven Centurions for you to fight, and as well as that Dwarven spider. Last I checked, there was nothing really needed on the Dwarven Centurions, but they do come with some pretty good loot, so you guys can check it out there. But now that we've seen pretty much everything out here, let's go ahead and break it down in typical Rantium fashion. Let's grab the front door key, which is indeed right next to the front door, and let's head on in, shall we? And here we are, inside of DOVA Halls. Now, I will go ahead and say this, I actually did not take a look at the inside of this home, so this is going to be as much as a surprise as it is for you guys, as it is for me. But it looks like we got some nice weapon and shield racks right here, pretty cool to see, or the plaques, I should say, and you can indeed take those if you want to go ahead and put your own thing on there. And if you see that I'm emitting light, it's because of my little lantern on there. I've had too many showcases that are too dark, and I'm like, you know what, I think I need to have a lantern with me at all times to go ahead and spruce it up a little bit. But kind of a nice little thing right here. We have a chest with all caps. I'm not sure why it's all caps, but that's okay. With our Shrine of Talos. Kind of like a miniature, I guess, shrine here at the beginning of the door. Interesting. But okay, once again, we are in a Dwarven home, so obviously the machines and stuff like that are going to be going all the time. It's really kind of a turnoff for a home to have that, in my opinion. But I mean, if you're looking for a Dwarven home, I think you would probably learn to live with it. But let's see, is there anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's kind of broken down out here. I will say I like the fact that this is kind of like a broken down Dwarven ruin, which most of the time that's all the buildings are. But it's kind of neat to have the ambiance in here. The lighting is great. But let's see, let's go ahead and turn through here. And I'm getting flashbacks to doing all those freaking quests where you have to go dungeon diving in these freaking ruins. But Jesus, got a whole bunch of weapon racks right here. Are there any on this side? No. Lots and lots of weapon racks as you enter into the home. Now, I'd imagine this is kind of like the inner sanctum, and it's looking like it's gonna be. Let's see, let's put my hands away so people can actually see. And here we are. So I can definitely see why they say it's a collector's home. Holy Jesus. Looks like we got a bunch of display cases that do indeed work. Always great to see. Holy effing mannequins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 mannequins just right here. That's pretty good. And they are indeed activatable, slash toggleable, slash you could put your own bullshit on it. But let's see, what else we got in here? We got a huge tree back there, it looks like. Oh, there's another Dwarven Centurion right there. I don't know if that's one that you have to fight. We're about to find that out. But I like this. I love the very tall ceilings. The architecture in here looks really, really cool. The mod author looks as if they've taken a whole lot of just the vanilla assets and just kind of squished them all together. Kind of like what I've been saying with a few of these mods, which is just vanilla with sprinkles. And I think that's kind of neat. But this one looks to be more vanilla with sprinkles with maybe a few cherries on top. You know, something like that. Hello there. But then we've also got ourselves some little storage boxes over here. We got some safes. We've got our glass sword right there. We've got kind of a nice little mural right there, or a little, what's the word for this thing? Taxidermy things. And then we've got our weapon racks right there. Always nice to see. Lots and lots of mannequins, and in fact, I think there's more mannequins as we move down here. Yeah, there are. Oh my god. But this looks to be maybe like a common area. And do you hear that? Yeah, that's right. That's the sound of silence. No more of those goddamn machine sounds. You can barely hear it off in the background. But I gotta say, this is like the most peaceful area down here. And what do you know? It's the crafting area, too. I can kind of dig this. I love the addition of a tree inside of here with all of these little dragon's tongue at the base of the tree. Looks really, really neat. Kind of a neat touch. But inside here, we've got ourselves our tanning rack. We've got ourselves our grindstone, our anvil. I assume the workbench is right here. And then around the corner, we've also got a nice big chest to go ahead and store all sorts of stuff, or iron ores, you know, your ingots, your pelts and stuff like that. Over on this other side, looks like we've got ourselves our alchemy lab, as well as our enchanting table. And all of the chests have chest in all caps, not sure exactly why. I think the mod author got sticky keys with the shift key. And then we've got a couple more armor mannequins right there. Looks as if you can only activate them on the arms. Because it doesn't look like any... Oh, on the head, too. So it looks like the chest might be a little strange. In fact, I want to test something out just to make sure that that actually works. Okay, yes. So it actually does work. But you can only activate it on the hands. Interesting. Got a couple more chests over here. And then, like I said, we've got ourselves our Blacksmith Forge. Now, what I don't see is a smelter. I might have passed one, because mod authors have a fun and cheeky way of adding, like, the tiniest thing in the world to be the smelter. But I don't see one, unless this is the smelter right here. No. Doubt that would be the smelter. No. But it's nice to have all this stuff here. I suppose you could always just go out into the world and find a smelter. Unless there is one in here and I just completely passed by. But very cool to have some Dwarven Centurion kind of mannequins through here. A couple bookcases right here for the bookworms of Skyrim, because I know I got quite a few watching. But nice little crafting area. I like the use of space. You know, normally this would just have to be like a little room that was pulled out this way and it would get a little bit bigger, and then this would just be a regular wall with stuff against it. But no, instead, the mod author just kind of sequined it off with a big ceiling and then threw it under there, which is great. Great utilization of space, in my opinion. Now let's see what comes up here. Another shrine to Talos. Very cool. Almost looks as if it's like a sacrificial area. I'm not sure why. But that seems to be everything on this floor. I imagine up here we'll find the bedroom and maybe a bathroom, if we're lucky. But it looks like we got some stuff spitting out here. Interesting. Not sure if that's what's supposed to be happening, but looks like we got some decisions to make. We got 2 doors to go through. Let's start with this side, shall we? So there we go. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Oh, and what do you know? There's no stone beds. The first dwarven home that I've ever seen without a stone bed. And hello, that's a Stalrim greatsword. That's almost worth downloading the mod in itself. Just to get the Stalrim greatsword. That's kind of crazy. Are there 2 of them? There's 2 of them. Now that's a sword that's worth 1,970 gold, 30 damage. If you found that shit at a level 27, you'd be pretty damn good. You'd be pretty well off. Got a couple loose coins, I'll be taking that, and the pile of gold, thank you, and some golden ore. Scratch what I said about the Stalrim. You get a dragon plate shield and 2 Daedric greatswords, so whatever floats your boat. A little bit OP inside of here, but that's okay. But what I love, I think I said this at the beginning of the showcase, but the architecture in here, it's very reminiscent of just the regular Dwarven ruins, but I like how it's been laid out to make it feel homey, because it actually does feel homey. Because whereas that last vampire dungeon didn't really feel like a home, this one has the amenities that would make it a home. Now I'm curious to see what this door leads to, as we just came from the bedroom. What the hell is this place? Is this like a treasure room? Perhaps? We got a whole bunch of stuff on this table over here. That's pretty cool. Can't activate any of it, but that's okay. Got some chests. Yeah, so this looks to be maybe like an area where you'd store your weapons and your armors and stuff like that. Looks like we got some skull coats, armor rating. Why is that so good? 245 armor? Is that heavy armor or light armor? Holy Jesus. That's gotta be heavy, right? Skull coat. That's light? Why does it have so much armor? Did I miss something with the skull shit? Why is it so good? And then we got some more chests right here. Great to see. Some more weapon plaques. And then, if the other stuff that you didn't get, or if the other stuff that you got wasn't enough, a Dragonborn Greatsword is there for you. And Shor's Throne. Pretty cool to see. Another bookshelf for the bookworms of Skyrim. And what's nice is because this is kind of a treasure room, you can kind of keep the really expensive, valuable books, maybe some last-minute spell tomes and stuff like that that you want to hoard away. Kind of cool. But overall, guys, I think I like this home. Would I use it? Probably not, because if I'm going to have a modded home, I'm going to have a modded home. It's not going to be vanilla with sprinkles, but I think for the person who doesn't want the big modded homes, the big mansions, the big manors, chateaus, castles, all sorts of that stuff, or someone who wants to roleplay more so as kind of a fine arts collector, and who wants to collect a whole bunch of really cool looking weapons or armors and put them up all around the Dwarven ruins. Looks really, really neat. Kind of reminds me of having your own library of, or your own museum of Markarth. Kind of like that quest line where you have to steal the key from, what's his name, Calselmo? I think the mage down in the Understone Keep, and then sneak around the museum, stealing all the dwarven shit. Kind of reminds me of that. So if you've ever wanted to have your own kind of like museum of fine things, this is kind of the place to do it. Not to mention, I will say, the sound of the mechanical stuff, not as overbearing as it was in the first home that I showcased from the people of Skyrim mod. But guys, let me know. Would you guys use this home down there in the comment section? Let me know, did you like it? Did you hate it? Anything like that? What would you change about it? Would you use it? Anything like that, guys? Let me know. And do please remember that today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be Saturdays and Sundays from now on, you'll get a brand new Skyrim Let's Play episode that's about 20 to 30 minutes of going through the Carved Brink, which is a brand new Skyrim quest. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.